Hi guys, I'm Liz and welcome back to The Quick Journey here on YouTube. Today I'm going to share with you a few things I do to get ready for a new homeschool year. Whether you're new to homeschooling or you've been doing it for a while, it's always really good to get inspired by other homeschool moms. I love seeing how other homeschool moms organize their schoolrooms and their school year and their curriculum, and I thought I would take you on a mini tour of my homeschool cabinets. I would share how I keep my teachers' manuals and how my kids store their school supplies for the year. I wouldn't call myself a complete minimalist when it comes to homeschool supplies, because if I need it, I want to make sure I have it. But I don't go and buy a bunch of things just for the sake of having it. I only buy things that I really think that I need. Before we get started, make sure that if you are not a subscriber to The Quick Journey here on YouTube, that you hit the subscribe button so that you do not miss an episode here on YouTube. And give me a thumbs up if you love this video, because that encourages me and it helps YouTube to know that they need to share this video with other people here on YouTube. For those of you who are new, I am Liz and I am a homeschool mom of 4 kids. I am starting my 10th year of homeschooling, I believe. My oldest is going to be entering 8th grade and my youngest is going into 2nd grade. So I've been homeschooling for a long time. I have learned how to keep things organized and what works best for our family. We have homeschooled in a homeschool room where it's reserved for homeschooling, and we've also homeschooled at the kitchen table, and we've homeschooled at the dining table. So whatever the year requires and whatever the situation requires, that's kind of what we do. But for our family, what we have found to be the most successful option for us is to homeschool in either the kitchen area or the dining room area. Here in this home, we have an eat-in kitchen and a dining room, so we do our homeschool at the dining room table. We built some built-in cabinets in a little alcove area in our dining room, and that's where I store all of our homeschool books and my teacher's manuals. And my kids just get a basket out. We use a basket system for storing their books because they don't have individual desks, so the basket is essentially the inside of their desk. So we use the baskets for all of their books and supplies, and they get their basket out every single morning, bring it to the dining room table, and that is where we do school. Let's get started. I am going to share my cabinets with you. You're gonna help me wipe them out and clean them out, and then we're gonna put some of the books that we need for this next school year back in. I'm starting to organize things. I'm going to show you where I keep all of my kids' schooling workbooks and notebooks from years past, just so I can have them in case I need them in the future, and how I get our school stuff organized for the next year. Because before I put it in our school area, I always organize it so I can make sure I have everything I need. And I do that on some shelving units that we have in our basement. So I'm gonna take you with me and show you what that looks like. It's the most simple situation ever. So if you are thinking about homeschooling and you're worried that you're not gonna have the right space or the right supplies or anything, it's not that hard, and you don't have to have a designated school room. You can do it within the commons areas of your home, and I wanna show you how little room you need in order to be able to homeschool multiple children for multiple grades. So let's get started. This week I spent some time taking all of our books from last school year out of the cabinet. I keep my teacher's manuals up here, and then down below the kids have their reading books that they read for the year, just their literature books and things like that. So last week I spent some time taking all that out. I still have to take out their literature books. I didn't quite get to that. I'm gonna do that, take out all their literature books and clean out the math manipulatives and things like that that I still have in the cabinets. I'm gonna wipe it down with my thieves spray and a rag, and then it'll be ready for me to add our books for next year to the cabinets. Through these lower cabinets, which is where we keep all of our reading books for the year. I get most of my kids' reading books through Sunlight. We really like most of their books. Definitely check them before you just hand them off. Ask homeschool friends to see if they have had experience with the books and if there are any that they don't like. There have been a couple that I think for me and my kids were a little too mature, but other than that, they have amazing literature and it's really good. It goes along with history or whatever it is you're wanting to coordinate it with, and we really, really love it. So I'm going to clean these books out. These are from this last year. I'm going to clean the shelves and then I'm going to put in their books that they are going to be reading for next year, just to get things organized. So here we go. One thing I love about these cabinets is when we had them built, we made sure that they left this outlet available to us so that I could hide our pencil sharpener in here. It has been so nice. It's like one of those little things you didn't realize how much you love it, but it's not like a pretty situation. And a lot of times we'll get pencil shavings all over the cabinet, and so it's nice that it's hidden and concealed. So if you have the option to cut a hole in the back of a cabinet or something and have it up against the wall and hide your pencil sharpener, just thought I'd share this little tip with you. Now this cabinet is one that we got here within the last year. And my kids do a basket system for their books, and there are shelves in here. So 2 kids will have their baskets over here and 2 kids will have their baskets over here, and that's what we use. This is basically the inside of their desk. So it's nothing fancy. Let me open this up. They just will put their baskets on the shelf, and every day when we get ready for school, they will come grab their basket, go to the school table, and start. Take you into our basement. It's a mess, but it's a useful area for us to put things that we don't need on a day-to-day basis. So I have one closet in a little room in our basement, and I store all of the kids' school notebooks and workbooks from years past in case for some reason I need to be able to give proof of progress or show people that we are doing our homeschooling. I want to be able to pull those things out, and that is a quick way to show that we are accomplishing things. It's also an easy way for me to look back and see what things we did in years past and what things we need to do this year or years in the future, and it just helps me to stay organized. Every kid has their own shelf, and I just add things at the end of the school year to that shelf, and that is where I keep all of our old schooling workbooks and notebooks. I also have a little closet where I add all the new schooling books that we're gonna need for the upcoming school year. So as I order things and they get delivered, I can put them on these shelves. Every kid, again, has their own shelf, and then I can see easily what has arrived, what hasn't arrived. I can look and make sure that I don't double order on things, because sometimes that happens. Maybe I thought I had a teacher's manual and I didn't, and so I order it, but then I realize I had it later. Anyway, it's just a really easy way to be able to add things for the next school year so that I am prepared. And whenever I go to order things, I know what I have and what I don't have. Here are the shelves where I put all of the kids' old school supplies. As they finish a year, I just tuck it away on these shelves so I have them. In another closet, I put all of the schooling books that I order throughout the year for the upcoming school year. I put it all organized. Each kiddo has a shelf, and then I can see very easily what I've ordered and what I still have left to order. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was inspirational. I will have a link in the description to all of my homeschooling posts on my blog. I talk about goals for each of the grades, curriculum ideas for each of the grades, planning your homeschool year, how to schedule things. I talk about it all. I also have a simple homeschooling e-course where I talk about expectations, I give you encouragement, I tell you exactly how I do everything. I share my spreadsheets with you, so if you're interested in that, there's a link in the description box below for that as well. And a quick apology for the crazy lighting. We have a cloudy day today, and the sun just keeps going back and forth behind the clouds, so I kind of have to work with what I got. So anyway, I am sorry about that. Hopefully next week's video won't have so many clouds covering the sun and then the sun popping out, but what can you do? Anyway, I hope you guys have a really good week. I'll see you back here next week on The Quick Journey. And like I said, if you didn't already, make sure that you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if this was helpful and what videos you'd like to see coming up here on The Quick Journey. Bye.